So this is how I wrote Guide to the Mindful Way of Life. I started by writing it by hand, and I filled 2 notebooks as I was travelling around on trains, buses, planes. I'm sitting waiting. I would write my thoughts on these subjects into these books. And as you can see, 8 main chapters which were written down. Had a clear idea right at the beginning what these would be. These ended up being the actual 8 chapters which are in the printed book. Each chapter has 5 different sections with the practices respectively, and they correspond to the 8 weeks, the 8-week course which is offered to beginners. I felt writing by hand, I felt it a different experience than typing on a computer. I felt it was more from the heart, and it flowed a lot easier. The thoughts that I wanted to pass on to the reader, I felt more from the heart, and it came out virtually in one sitting, and that's the information that was then transferred onto the computer through the edit. And that's also a good editing process when you transfer the information from the written page to the computer. So each time you do that, there's an edit that takes place, a refining. It also helps something in the imagination. When you're writing in a book like this, you already have a book. You're actually writing a book, whereas you're typing on a computer. There's a sense that, it's just writing into a Word file. It could quite easily disappear into the computer. And of course, on a computer, there's potentially quite a lot of distractions. So I find this process worked very well for me. First of all, writing by hand, then transferring it onto the computer. Then I actually printed it out again, which I showed in another video, and edited that. So several edits took place before this final book came into existence.